Hello, everyone! Oh, hey! Az is back! Perrin, you're alive! Az and I were so worried that you exploded when we teleported out using Vater's plate. But look! Az found his way back to me! Along with some other weird people, but whatever. Az is back! Maybe we can go on adventures again, if you want. Would be nice, I guess. And here is our own little shop. Quaint, huh? Whoa, Perrin! You're alive! I thought you were dead. Snort? Yeah, right. You'd have to be someone like me to kill him. You hear that, boy? I'm coming for you. Wait, what? Do you need a nap? Good idea. Who are you again? Anyway, it's been a while. So, how do you like your new pad? Pretty spiffy, eh? It's okay. Just okay? Aw, man. I spent like infinity gold on everything. Wait, you paid for this place? Well, yeah. Hang on. How much money do you have? I don't know. A lot? I'm the supplier for pretty much every store in Playus, so I sort of just stopped counting how much I was getting. Wow, really? Really? I thought you were just some random fortune teller who was down on his luck. Marry me. Wait, what? Marry? But I thought... But what about us? Be quiet, I'm busy. Sob. Sorry. I'm not into women? What? Sounds like someone needs a grassmate. You can come over to my side if you want, honey. I think we should just let everyone, handle things from here. No. Oh. Let's give them some space. Alright, if you insist. There's a save rabbit. Are you... the one in the mask again? Okay, where am I saving? I can save on this file. PSA. To all those housed in this area, if this lantern is lit, please return to your posts. Thank you, Eric. Yes, hello there, MathMaster74. Welcome to today's stream. I want to make sure I don't accidentally go into the wrong house. Oh, the twins are here. This is the commune. Perrin, you've come too. Welcome back to the land of the living. No, I'm pretty sure Perrin is still undead. Also, nice to see Mira's brother is alive again. Strange, because we never found him in the Dark Isle place. I will speak for everyone else and say that we were all worried. Some more than others. That was rude. You're rude. Oh yeah, some of these people are from Snowtop. We need to talk. Has anyone told you about the princess? Mom wanted me to show Perrin around the base before we talked about that. I see. Well, when you're finished up, come back and talk to me. We'll both take care of it. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure no one's going to agree with that. I don't care. If he's the only one she will see, then he has to come. I have to make good on my promise. Well, it's really up to parents, so I guess we'll see. I see no reason not to speak with the princess. What? What are your thoughts on Sally? I still don't believe you. Sally is a hero. She's been tricked, I will believe that. But turning traitor and willing to sacrifice us all? No, that I don't believe. Understand, I am only here because Crocodile is, not because of you. Alright. I can't remember. Did we have orders to evacuate Snowtop? We were so happy when we learned that you were alive. Don't listen to Ilchimus. He's dumb sometimes. That's a guy? Oh, by the way, Ilchimus and we both saw those giant birds south of here. Geiken, I guess? Anyway, they're so pretty. Those golden feathers must be worth a lot. I bet we could even make you a pretty headdress with enough of them. Who knows, maybe they'll end up having a weird, magic-y effect. I'm glad you're not dead. Yet. I have so many more experiments I have in mind while you're still alive. First of all, I actually am dead. Second, I guess we can go through a couple of these. First, why are you called Boy? Oh. Well, back in my homeland, Boy is just a common name. Had no idea it meant young male here in Pleas when Sally brought me here. Speaking of whom, what are your thoughts on Sally? Isn't it obvious? I'm sure the others feel the same. How would you feel about having someone you thought was virtuous turn their back on you? Yeah, kinda sucks. I'm happy to see you again, Perrin. Given our previous circumstances, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a possibility. So how did you escape Snowtop? For that matter, how are you not dead? The Cortex is no longer in operation. It is unclear if it was because of the will of Aris, or if Sally no longer cared for it. Well, there's some good news at least. But seriously, I saw you die! You even did that whole corpse disappearing thing like in most RPGs. Oh, I interrupted a thought again and didn't know it. Or perhaps Aris, I guess, or Sally, whichever one, needed it removed for the Kolkani to move out. Whichever. Where's Jigati? No one knows. She refused to follow Mazareth out of Snowtop. I suspected she instead is with Vigarius and Sally. Yeah, Jigati is not the traitor. I'm glad you are doing better. I'm not sure how much longer I would have waited. So why is everyone from Orbiton here? Kiax told everyone that's what Sally Cardigan was planning with the Corpus Callosum. Since Vigarius returned to Orbiton with him unconscious, it was easy to believe. I'm trying to remember who Kiax and Vigarius were. Was one of them the one that attacked your brother? Following our excursion into Dark Isle, I returned to Snowtop and learned of this. It appears that the Cortex has also been obliterated. Woohoo! Cordigan has no more use for Snowtop. I couldn't just let her throw my people away like that. What happened to Sinestra? I'm unwilling to go into detail until Mitoma gives the all-clear, but bottom line is that she was not killed by Elixis as we previously thought. We've been in contact with her. She's alive, and she will only speak with you. Are you sure it's not Elixis in disguise again? We may not know each other very well, but I am regardless appreciative of your status as living. I may also be of aid to you in your company. There are many fauna alive on this land that are foreign to my own. While my country is lost, there are others like it. As such, there may be a market concerning byproducts of these foreign species. Come to me and I will buy said byproducts from you to sell to these offland marketeers. Yeah? Okay. I have some things to sell. Of course. Hand over what you have and I will give you money in return. And suddenly I just got 2,500 gold. What did I just give away? That's what I was trying to find. I'm not sure what I gave away. Well, I at least have Canthar's herb. Curious what those are gonna do, considering their supposed relation with Canthar's rose. That story we read a while back. Not the closed. Open. Yes. Where are you from? Kampengan. Fria Ea Kontu. Flowing like beauty. Cool. No, really, where are you from? Somewhere far from this location. Sally taught us to speak this country's language, although admittedly I am somewhat struggling with it. Jazz is saying, you are not struggling with it. What are your thoughts on Sally? It is saddening. Jez and I have always looked up to her, and thus the fact that she is no longer meant to be looked up to is disheartening. What are your thoughts on Sally? Bad. Sad. The state? Yeah, makes sense. Interesting. We actually have bookshelves with more than one book. All of the books? The Rise of the Great Uniter. Hold on, there were a couple of books that I thought I read, but apparently didn't. Where is... Let me start this over, actually. Okay, History of Pleius. Read that. Understanding the Grey. Doctrines of the Holy Four, I'm pretty sure. What is Mana? Did I read that one? Yeah. Canthar's Road. The Geiken. Definitely read that. Beauty of the Bloom. Rise of the Great Uniter. I encountered this book while in Ring, but I thought maybe it was one that I already read. So I ignored it, because there was another book that mentioned the Great Uniter. So the Great Uniter, as a reminder, is the King of Ring. What was his name? I have it written down. Daphnis. The Rise of the Great Uniter. Places' history is one of kings and queens, conquest and war, worship and peace. But it was always with a singular mind of progression, never reflected on how far we've come. This perhaps has always been our greatest shortcoming, because it contradicts exactly what the doctrines and the winged prophet have attempted to teach us, understanding our place and how to exist within. Following the Northern event, Daphnis was wise enough to see our folly. Everything changed after this. Having entered into politics at a young age, the Great Uniter worked with his father, King Mallory III, to better our country and rid it of all threats, such as the marauders of the peninsula and the dwellers of the desert. Yeah, except there weren't really any marauders there. It was all a lie for some reason. Upon the king's unfortunate passing on, done by Daphnis' hand by the way, the Great Uniter assumed the throne and took matters into his own hands, the war in the east. His Majesty is known now for being a master tactician, but it was during this punctuated series of battles that made him renowned for it. The exact strategy has been forbidden to put on record in case enemies use the same tactics against players, but those who fought in the battles have praised them for being utterly perfect. When all was together, Daphnis revoked his title of king in favor of being the one who unites us all into a singular identity, thus becoming the first in what is to be a long line of great uniters. Ring's design reflects this. More than anything else, the Great Uniter believes in harmony and unity, and that together, under the four goddesses, everything can be weathered. So now we can write this book down for real. Let's see here. Rise of the Great Uniter. Natty Ratty says, sorry to be so quiet, I'm only about half awake today. Oh, that's alright. I'm just glad that you guys are here. For the idiot-minded, I read that. The Winged Prophet. That depends. Which one is this? Yep, I read that one. What are the doctrines? Okay. Apparently Hetrana is another one that I thought I read, but was wrong. The Lesson of Hetrana. Well, this'll be good, considering how much of a complete donkey Hetrana is. Respect what is taught to you, handed down from your mother and father. It is law. A human being is born into our world knowing nothing, making it a blank slate. Anything can write on this slate is just a matter of who gets there first. Because, as the metaphor suggests, what is written on a slate cannot be unwritten. And thus, it is paramount that a child is taught everything about our world and the lessons imparted onto us by the four goddesses. Who better to teach a child than their own mother and father? This is likely the question invoked from the passage, but it can also be construed as yet more metaphorical writing. The parents, in this regard, can also mean those who came before, but being human, like the child. This is to ensure the gray does not take hold of any of us, lest we suffer losing our world. Well, I mean, at least that part is true. You kind of want to avoid that, because the gray, while not necessarily evil, is wanting this world to end. Understanding our world in this regard is indeed law. But what is law exactly? Yes, killing your fellow man is against the law, but this is based on our human governments. Law from the goddesses? That would just be the physical limits of the universe. But what is law beyond that? What we are, who we are, the dictations that guide us with a firm hand, thus allowing us to live in a world created by perfection and beauty. Without this law, we would fall into chaos, a maelstrom of meaninglessness and despair, the very definition of the gray. Yes, says the goddess who blew up an entire countryside. Well, now I can mark that book off. History of Pleius. Oh, hold on a sec. There's another doctrine book that I didn't read. Oh, are these all the same books? Whatever. Did not read the one with Liquia. Let's go ahead and read that one real quick. How many pages is it? Oh, that's simple enough. Lesson of Liquia. The one that would be the goddess who wound up being captured and held in Cadogan's temple. Believe in beauty, for it is sacred. Ugliness is the context to show evil. Yeah, that first line there made me think that we read this before, because I thought we read something similar to it before. Which we did, just wasn't this book. As the winged prophet has taught us, that would be Sally, screw her, entropy is the most natural state of the world. Beauty is the state in which something is so obviously good, for before we became human, the goddesses were forced to teach us in less subtle ways. But as we progressed, and as we learned, beauty and ugliness became two sides of the same coin that must be respected. Creation of the beautiful and destruction of the ugly is how the predator and prey work in harmony, allowing for our world to remain as such. Rejecting a man with a hideous face will enforce the idea to change, but allowing the beautiful woman to pass unhindered will enable her to become lazy. It is the context that matters, and with context splashed against what we recognize as true, we can understand evil. Are the four goddesses and the gray susceptible to entropy, as the winged prophet prognosticated? It is a possibility. Perhaps in the end, this is what the doctrines have always been about. The holy form may change or disappear one day, but their lessons, their children, must remain with us, so that when we change, we hold what is dear and sacred. Alright, we need to go on an episode break. Give that a little bit of time to sink in, I guess.